Have you ever walked into an old building and just felt a chill? You know, that feeling in the air that makes you think you're not quite alone. Well, today, we're going to chase that feeling all across Pakistan. We're diving into the legends and the chilling mysteries that have been whispered down for generations.
I mean, it's a question we've all thought about, right? That sense you get in an old place, like the past isn't really past at all. That's exactly the fascination we're tapping into today as we explore these spots where Pakistan's incredible history collides with some truly spooky stories.
So, our journey is going to start somewhere you might not expect it to. We're not in some ancient ruin in the middle of nowhere. Nope, we're in the modern, meticulously planned capital city of Pakistan, Islamabad. See, hidden right there within the city's neat grid is this lone, rundown house. It really stands out, and not just because it's old, but because of the stories that cling to it like ivy. They say this house is 700 years old. Now, just think about that for a second. That means it would predate the entire Mughal Empire. It's just been standing there for centuries, watching history unfold all around it. That's 700 years of life and who knows what else, soaked right into its walls. So what are these stories exactly? Well, the people who've been brave enough to get close talk about these strange whispers coming from inside at night. They say it sounds like two people are having this constant, quiet conversation. And the legend is so strong that locals, they absolutely refuse to go near it after sunset. It's even said that government officials won't dare visit the place alone once it gets dark. Okay, so from a single, lonely house in the capital, we're now going to travel to a place where the ghosts are said to be, well, royal. We're heading to a fortress where the echoes of the Mughal Empire are apparently still lingering. Near the horror, we find the incredible Sheikhpura Fort. Look at it. It's a huge monument of power and history, but it's also a place that's just steeped in legend. And this is where you see this fascinating split, you know? History tells us this was a fortress for emperors, for entire empires. But the local legend, it tells a totally different story. The story goes that the spirits of the royal women who lived and died here, well, they never really left. And that legend might just be why the fort is still in ruins. The local belief is that the spirits are super protective of their home and they really don't like outsiders. So nobody is willing to repair the place. And that fear, it only got worse when, some years back, a mysterious body was found on the grounds. All right, from the heart of Punjab, our journey now takes us south, down to the massive, bustling port city of Karachi. This is where some of the country's most famous supernatural tales are waiting for us. Our first stop in the city is this absolutely stunning piece of architecture right by the sea. This is the Mahata Palace, and it's a place that wasn't built for power, but actually out of love. You see, the palace has this incredibly romantic history. A man built it for his sick wife, hoping the sea air would make her better. It even earned the nickname the Second Taj Mahal. But, of course, local legend tells a different tale. It's said to be occupied by spirits from the time of the British Raj, with objects moving on their own and lights flickering, especially when there's a full moon. But the palace isn't Karachi's only haunted landmark. Oh no. Just a short distance away lies a place where the stories are even older, and frankly, a lot more unsettling. This is the Chowkhandi Cemetery. It's this ancient burial ground that's famous for its incredibly detailed carved sandstone tombs. It's a place of stunning, breathtaking beauty by day. But according to legend, it becomes a place of pure terror by night. And this is why no one dares to visit after sunset. The tombs, some of them date all the way back to the 1500s, are believed to be a hotspot for spirits. Locals report the tombs themselves glowing in the dark, becoming hot to the touch, all while disembodied screams just echo through the night. Okay, now we're going to venture away from the cities, way out into landscapes that are far more ancient and remote. These are places where history gets a little thin, and legend takes over completely. Deep in Balochistan, you'll find the city of Rohan. It's hundreds of these small, man-made caves carved right into a mountainside, creating this mysterious, almost honeycomb-like city. And this is where it gets really fascinating. History is completely silent on these caves. Nobody knows who built them, or when, or why. And in that total vacuum of fact, this powerful local legend has grown.
that the whole area is ruled by spirits, and they see any visitor as a trespasser.
So, from that totally unexplained mystery in the mountains, we're going to travel to the city of Hyderabad, where a Hindu cremation ground holds its own chilling and very, very specific story.
This cremation ground has been used continuously for 2.5 centuries. 250 years of last rites, of mourning. Locals believe all of that has created a place where the veil between our world and the next is especially thin. This quote, it comes directly from the staff who guard the grounds. They claim that almost every single night, the spirits of children appear after the sun goes down. They can be heard playing and laughing all through the night, only to vanish completely right before sunrise. And they're never seen coming or going through the main gate. So after this whole journey, from the capital to the coast and deep into these ancient forgotten lands, what do all these stories really tell us?
I mean, that's the real question that just hangs over every single place we've visited, isn't it? Are these just campfire stories? Bits of folklore that people use to explain the unexplainable? Or are they actual echoes of real events, real people that have been left behind in the places they once called home? In the end, whether you believe in ghosts or not, one thing is for sure. These legends, they give a place a soul. They transform old buildings and ancient sites into these living, breathing narratives, connecting our present to a mysterious, and let's be honest, often unsettling past. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. Every town, every city has its own hidden tales, its own mysterious spots. So maybe the next time you pass by that old, forgotten building on the edge of your town, you might just ask yourself, what stories does it have to tell?